what has actually possessed you to do 9,000 kilometers, 50 days, 4 countries?
I ask myself that same question every now and then. But yeah, I just decided that I couldn't just sit back and do nothing when I heard what was happening to our wildlife at the moment. So I came up with the concept of these all-female expeditions into Africa.
All right, so how many women are part of your team? Where do you start? Where do you go through? Where do you end?
We're heading out on the 16th of September from the Getaway Show in Johannesburg. There's a crew of 12 ladies. I'm the only one that does the entire expedition. But then we'll be heading out, we'll be driving, as I say, the 9,000 kilometers straight through to Zimbabwe, then through to Botswana, Namibia, and then ending back in South Africa.
Carla, just break it down for us. When we talk about, you know, human and nature and just how we're dealing with things or how we're not dealing, how we're actually destroying things, what exactly are you hoping to show? What is your actual message? What do you want out of this?
Okay, so 2016 I did my first all-female expedition, and the focus was on the current elephant poaching crisis. I don't know if people know, but we're losing up to 98 elephants a day. And so this one, we've decided to focus on the human-wildlife conflict, because as the population explodes, animals and humans are left competing for land, for water, and for food. And when you've got the two competing, there's obviously conflict. So what we go and do on these all-female expeditions, the Rise of the Matriarch, we head out and we go and interact with these conservationists that are doing incredible work on the ground. They're the actual heroes that are protecting our wildlife.
And I mean, in terms of sort of going through Africa, you're wanting, you say, especially children, you want to get a message, especially across to children. Just tell us how you're going to be dealing with children, what you're going to be doing along the way.
Okay, there's a huge educational drive behind this as well. We're handing out 30,000 educational booklets to these children that are in these rural communities adjacent to the wildlife areas. It's so important for us if we want to allow our wildlife to survive, if we get into the hearts and into the minds of these young children. And so, as I say, the expedition will be going through to these rural communities in different areas and going to schools, handing out these educational booklets and just interacting with the future leaders of this country.
And Carla, I mean, you know, some people out there might be thinking this morning, but we have so much else going on. We've got starving children, you know, in those countries that you're going to be going through.
Yes.
We've got, you know, people who are survivors of human rights violations or people who are victims themselves. Why would you want to make this your focus? And tell us why it's important, why this focus, and why should we make this a priority as well?
Wildlife has been, I mean, elephants have been roaming Africa for millions of years. They're part of our national heritage, and we need to protect them. And, you know, I know everything's got its place in life, but animals can't speak out for themselves. And I have to be the voice, or me and my crew and I, we have to be the voice for those animals that can't protect themselves, that can't speak out for themselves. So that's why I've chosen animals, because I'm very passionate about conservation. And my crew and I, we really want to try and support these organizations that are doing incredible work and have got wonderful mitigation projects whereby they are coming up with solutions that are sustainable to protect these animals.
All right, Carla. So very quickly for us, when do you leave? And if anybody can't be part of the expedition but wants to have an impact, how do they contact you?
We're leaving from the Getaway Show in Johannesburg on the 16th of September. So please, we're going to be there with our vehicles. I'm heading out in my 1997 Land Rover, which is, her name's Dora. So that's going to be quite a fun element of it. And we'll be there and anyone's welcome to come and chat to us. I just ask the South African public to get behind this expedition. There's so much negativity at the moment, and we still live in this most incredible country called Mama Africa, and we've got so much still worth fighting for. I mean, we're the ones that have come up with all these problems, and we are the ones that need to come up with solutions. So I'm asking all the South Africans, the corporates, individuals, children, to get behind this expedition and just follow our journey. We'll be posting on social media, and sending little video clips. So yeah, we really would appreciate your support on this.
Thanks.